welcome to Unity Orlando. Our opening statement this morning is I live and move and have my being in a sea of God life and God love. Let's all affirm that together. I live and move and have my being in a sea of God life and God love. All right, let's all close our eyes, take a nice deep breath. Let's affirm that together in the silence. And so it is. And now if you'd like to join us, you can please stand and we'll sing a joy song. It's called God Is. 2, 3. God is my strength in every need. God does my every hunger feed. God walks beside me and guides my way through every moment of every day. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. God is my health, I can't be sick. God is my strength, unfailing quick. God is my all, I know no fear. Since God and love and truth are here, wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. I now am wise, I now am true, patient, kind, and loving too. All things I am, can do, and be through Christ the truth that lives in me. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we love, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we go, God is. Let everybody know God is, and all is well. Whenever we give, God is. Whenever we go, God is. There's always gonna be enough, 'cause God is, and all is well. And all is well. And all is well.
Unity Orlando. How are you? So glad to have you guys here with us, and you guys here with us too. Whether you're at home or right here, we are so happy to be here. I don't see any new people here, but if you're new at home, we're glad to have you. And one of these days, we'd like to have you here at church with us when you're comfortable and feel safe. We are doing the isolating masks if you want to, so there's still lots of room, but you come when you're ready. Thank you. My name is Reverend Ronnie Kenny, your assistant minister here at Unity, and obviously I'm your platform person today. Reminders that on Wednesday afternoons at 4:30, Susan Francis and I do the Facebook Live midweek prayer and meditation time. It's live right at 4:30, and then it's posted on Facebook on the Unity Orlando page, and then eventually within a day or two posted on our website. So along with our services are the meditations on Wednesdays. So that's Wednesdays at 4:30. Curtis Coaxum is still heading up the food drive for dry goods and other non-perishable items. There's a table out in Meyer Hall. Not only are we supplying the Second Harvest Food Bank, but there are people in our church that are calling that need food at this time. So if you can possibly bring food, that would be great. We're helping where we can at this time. That's challenging for a number of people. Sundays you can always bring foods. How many more weeks? A couple more weeks? Two more Sundays, and then Wednesdays somebody's here from like 10 to 3 for sure. So another one, because the chaplains are still making their monthly calls. And if you'd like one, just call the office and leave a message, and we will call you back and gladly pray with you. So on this 4th of July weekend, by the way, happy 4th of July weekend for everybody. Don't look behind me. Don't look behind me. The Brit brought a flag. Anyway, happy 4th of July. We're glad you're here. Reverend Bob's message this morning is titled Celebrate. But before he comes up, we'll turn it back to Brian and we'll do our first special.
All right, I was sitting around thinking about celebration, and I thought, well, having a miracle or seeing a miracle is a good celebration. So I wrote a song right after I drew a picture that'll probably be up behind us, and it inspired me to write this one. It's called It's All a Miracle. 2, 3, 4. I see right in front of me. It's a miracle within a catastrophe. I see perfection in the way you move. I see wonderful miracles happening within me. Once I've seen the world in chaos, I can see us all in harmony. A different possibility is to see it's all a miracle. And I want you to know that I noticed that your love has weaved a tapestry, and to know that I recognize I am seeing through your eyes, through my eyes. Now there's many people seeing flaws, pointing fingers at the cause. Well, I know that it's all true. Love will see us through, and my loving source else is you. It's all a miracle. Happening in front of me, nothing but spectacular. When I feel you right here with me, above me, below me, beside me, within me, above me, below me, beside me, within me. I see a miracle. It's all your glory. I feel a miracle. It's all a miracle. It's all a miracle. It's all a miracle.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you, all of you. It's sounding muffled, isn't it? Okay, we'll take off the mask. There's a real boy under here. How are y'all today? Happy 4th of July. Well, it's the 5th, but okay, happy 4th of July weekend. This is one of those holidays that you just can't miss. Let me get rid of this. There we go. I don't know about you, I couldn't miss it in my neighborhood. I mean, for 4 to 5 hours, I felt like someone pulled back the trigger on a machine gun and it just didn't quit. It was you know, I went, wow, we are blowing stuff up. Somebody's having an awful good time. But anyway, I hope you're having a good time this weekend. Hope everything's working out well for you. For my subject, I decided for 4th of July weekend, it had to be celebrate. Celebrate. You know, on July 4th, or at least on that weekend, we celebrate liberty. We celebrate living in the United States of America. Independence Day. We celebrate the founding of our country, and we say this is the land of liberty. Okay? And so I think it's a weekend and a holiday in which we remind ourselves that we truly do need to cherish living in this country. Okay? Is it perfect? No. But there are far worse places in this world to live, without a doubt, and we are amazingly blessed to get a shot at living here. I am so glad I incarnated into this country. This is where I was born. I mean, I haven't traveled outside the country very much, but in 1987, for my first trip to go kind of beyond our national boundaries other than Niagara Falls and Tijuana, you know, which I'm not sure is really getting very far beyond our boundaries, you know. For my first trip out of the U.S., basically, I went to a third world country with an unstable government, okay? At that time, Peru was not in that good a shape. And I went to Peru and Bolivia. Now, in Bolivia, I saw poverty like I've never seen. When I got off the plane in Peru, there were tanks stationed at the airport. And there were troops. And I went, oh my God, the military is in charge of this country. They are patrolling the streets, and that was just such a change. And in La Paz, Bolivia, oh yeah, they had them out there on all the street corners. They had their little Uzis, and they were not friendly. And so when I got off the plane, you got to understand, we got in a situation where we couldn't get back to Lima. I couldn't get my plane home. We missed our flight. Somehow people took care of us, and we finally got home several days later. And when I got off, well, let's put it this way. I'm coming through customs. And Carmen, who was with me, my companion, she was an immigrant from Cuba, and they gave her, they went through everything on her. They took one look at me, and I'm shoving my suitcase at them, and I have this grin on my face, and here, and the guy just says, welcome home. I was ready to kiss the ground. And I realized, before I left, I was all taken with what was wrong in our country. And when I came back, I was ready to celebrate what was right. It is a blessing to live here, to live in the United States of America. I mean, think about it. You say, oh, but there's all kinds of stuff going on. Yes, and where else in the world can that happen? I mean, where else can there be demonstrations for change that are protected by our Constitution? Go ahead and talk to them in Hong Kong, where that's not allowed anymore. Where else do we really strive for equal rights under the law for minorities? Are we there yet? Do we have progress to make? Absolutely, we got ground to gain. But at least we strive for it. In China, their major minority at the moment, the news is that they have re-education camps of over millions. Millions in these re-education camps because they're not the same ethnic group as the major Chinese. And beyond that, the last report was that the women have enforced, either sterilization or forced contraception. That constitutes genocide to me. So anytime you think we don't have it good here, just immigrate to China. The U.S., the United States, has always been a diversity of people living together. And we've always drawn our strength from that diversity, from this melting pot culture. It's what in the end has made us strong. In the United States, people with opposite points of view move in and out of the places of power without violence or bloodshed. And quite frankly, there are not many places in the world where that is true. And so we use this weekend to be grateful. Grateful that, hey, government does change regularly in this country. Go to Russia right now. They just passed 200 changes to their constitution. They threw them all together. One was about how they were going to build a memorial for World War II. There were all these wonderful and innocuous things. And in the middle of it was something that said that Putin is basically going to be able to remain the leader indefinitely, or at least almost indefinitely. That wouldn't happen in the U.S. You think the newspapers would let the government slip that through? And oh, yes, they did vote on it, but you were allowed to vote for all 200, either for or against. You weren't able to say, in the middle of it, you gave us a bombshell. Now, I'm not really up here to complain about the rest of the world. I'm up here to say we need to remember, in spite of the issues that we face, how good we have it. This country is always a work in progress. And that's something to be proud of. Now, taking it a slightly different direction, I was speaking with Lindsay this week, my daughter. And she said something to me that I said, okay, I got to quote you on this one. Okay. She said, people talk to me and say, 2020 is a bad year. It's been a bad year. So many hard things have happened. And she said, I don't really see it that way at all. 2020 is an interesting year because there has been so much change. And then she adds, and change is always accompanied with growing pains. I'm thinking, you should be the minister, not me. That kind of leads us into the other side of freedom. We've been talking about political freedom. Let's talk about spiritual freedom. Spiritual freedom, which whether you realize it or not is even more important. Political freedom is all about the outer world and trying to how people interact with each other and trying to create outer experiences that are equitable. Spiritual freedom is what real freedom's about. Do you feel trapped in your life? Do you feel trapped by what you need and what you want? Do you feel trapped by your personality? In John 8:31 through 32, Jesus said, if you abide by my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and that very truth will make you free. We are basically enslaved to our personalities, any way you put it. We are enslaved to our ethnic culture, our likes and dislikes, our appetites, I want this and this and that, our ambitions, our emotions, and our opinions. And we could keep going. We are enslaved to our personalities until we wake up and know the truth that sets us free. So what was Jesus teaching? That he said, if you listen to what I've got to say, you'll know the truth, and that truth will set you free. Well, that truth that sets you free is you are not black. You are not white. You are not Asian, Hispanic, or Middle Eastern. You are a soul who's temporarily wearing one of those costumes. And when you know that, you're free. You're free to be who you are spiritually underneath all this clothing that we call my personality and my personal life. You're so much more. That's what Jesus was teaching. That's what John said when he said, "He that is in you is greater than he that is in the world." When you know that, you're free. There's this phenomenal freedom from all the anger, the resentment, the discontent. Self-mastery is the only way to true freedom. Now we're not just talking about living in a, quote, free country. We're talking about whether you're free in your life at all. Free to experience the goodness of life. Or are you trapped in discontent? You see, when you die, it's not as much what you did that counts as how you handled yourself while you were doing it. How you handled yourself. Did you let anger, resentment, complaint run your life? If you did, you were never free. You were never free. Those negative qualities were always in control of you. We live in a nation that values freedom. But you're not really free until you are master of your own personality. And until you embrace being who you are underneath all of that. Being that spiritual being that is the child of God. I'm a child of God, and I don't care what's going on out in the world. I came here to experience the glory of life, and nothing's going to stop me. Now that's what freedom means. So let's talk about celebration. That was the talk title, right? During this weekend, we need to celebrate. Not just blowing things up. We need to celebrate life. But we don't need to just do it this weekend. We need to do it every day of our lives. If you're a soul, you're here to celebrate. If you're a personality, you're here to tangle. If you're a soul, you came to celebrate life. To do the best you could with everything you're faced with, absolutely. But you came to celebrate the glory of life as it's expressed in this particular dimension that we call earth. In Psalm 118:24, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Don't waste your time with discontent. We're all personalities and we all do that. But we all need to strive for freedom. We need to realize, you say, well, this day hasn't gone so well. Like the people talking to Lindsay, 2020 hasn't gone so well. And the answer is, this is the year that the Lord has made. Let's enjoy it the way it is. Right where it is, there's still some glory. Yeah, we're being forced into some weird changes at times. I mean, the COVID thing is just, society's changed. Some of it's good, surprisingly enough. And society may never quite be the same because we kind of went beyond our boundaries. Some of it's been hard. And then there's the other changes that are always going on. But this is the day that the Lord has made. Never forget that. And whatever's going on, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Proverbs 15:15. Those who are merry of a merry heart have a continual feast. When you celebrate life, life responds. And blessings begin to flow. I'm a movie buff, and recently there's been a Netflix movie out called The Healer. It's about this guy who doesn't want to take his gift of healing. You know, he's kind of tossed it away, and then this little girl shows up and says, hey, just to make my parents happy, we need to hang out for the weekend. She'll think I'm getting healed. I don't believe you can heal me either, so just forget it. We're just going to hang out. Well, in the end, as she's saying goodbye for the weekend, she hangs out with Alex and his girlfriend, Cecilia, for the weekend. And in her goodbye speech, she finally kind of ends it by turning to them and saying, Alex and Cecilia, live for me as if tomorrow is your last day. So tell me, if you were to die tomorrow, would you know that you'd lived your last day well and fully? Life is not to be squandered through all those negative emotions that we harbor. Life is to be cherished. Is everything perfect? No. But there's still so much to cherish. So cherish your life. Cherish this day. Cherish the people that you encounter. Even cherish the challenges that are forced upon you. Cherish the simple things that normally we'd semi-ignore. Cherish nature. Take a moment to cherish breathing. Just breathing life. Love your life. No matter how it may have disappointed you at times, or even now, love your life and love this world with all of its imperfections. Love it. And if you love your life and love this world, the universe responds. And life loves you and opens up a flow of blessings into your life. So you're saying, okay, then I shouldn't do anything to try to change the world. And I'm going, oh no, I didn't say that at all. Do whatever you can to make things better. But never forget the glory of life. Never forget that even before things get better, life is glorious right now, exactly as it is. Is it where we hope to take it to? No. But it's glorious exactly where it is. And while I work to change my world for the better, I never forget that life itself is glorious every single day. And were I to die tomorrow, I want to know I enjoyed life in this world today. So, as you awaken to your soul, the truth that sets you free, that you are a child of God, that you have a soul inside of you, that you are so much more than that being that gets pegged in certain boxes. As you awaken to your soul, every day will become a celebration of life. That's how you know where you are. If you ain't celebrating life, you ain't soul. Simple as that. As you awaken to your soul, every day will become a celebration of life, with its highs and lows. Life with its pleasures and with its pain. But a life that's glorious in either case. Glorious no matter what's going on. Life is glorious. So today we celebrate the glory of living in America. You'd be surprised how much of the world would like to live here. Let's celebrate the glory of living in America. The glory of knowing that, we're a work in progress, but we are progressing. The joy of knowing I am a child of God, just temporarily masquerading in this earthly costume. So it's Halloween. Time to have a good time. Let's take a few moments to relax and settle ourselves. What are we going to do? Settle ourselves? Yeah, who knows what comes out of this mouth sometimes. Okay, let's relax, close our eyes, center ourselves. And we enter into meditation by first releasing the outer being. Let go of all that keeps us in chains. We let go of personality. Our likes, I like this, I don't like that, I'm happy now, I'm not happy when that happens. Let's just let that all go for a moment. Let go of your appetites, the things you think you need in life. And our ambitions. The need to change the world. We can pick them up later. They're part of the costume for sure. But for now, let's let it all go and find what's underneath. Let go of your emotions, particularly those negative ones. Let go of discontent. Let's choose to accept life exactly as it is right now. We let go of our opinions and how we think everyone else is messing the world up. At the moment, let's just let that go. And let's let go of the ethnic culture we were born into. I'm not just a white guy or a black woman or an Asian child or a Middle Eastern man. I'm not just Hispanic. I am soul. And so is everyone else in this world. Underneath our Halloween costumes, I am soul. So let it all fall away and realize I am free to be that spiritual being, that being of light from on high, come into the earth for just a short time to celebrate the glory of God, the glory of life. To join the drama, but not be lost in it. I am free. I cannot die. I cannot be harmed. I cannot be rejected or unloved. I cannot be sick. And I cannot be in lack. I can play those games, but it is not who I am. I am the child of God. I am a child of the light. The life of God is my life. The love of God flows through my heart. And the power of God flows through me on every level. And as God's representative here in the earth, for that, underneath everything else, that is what I am. As the messenger of God, I know that this is the day that the Lord has made. It is glorious. It is beautiful. It is to be cherished. And I rejoice. And I am glad in it. So in this moment, as that higher being that you are underneath that personality, love and nurture your life. Cherish it. Cherish this day, the people you encounter. Cherish the challenges, for they will force you to expand. Cherish the simple things, for each one is glorious in its own way. Cherish nature. Cherish your body. Feel it breathing. And cherish being alive. I am free. For that which is in me is greater than anything the world can throw at me. I am here as God's messenger to love this life, to love this world. And as I do, I feel the universe responding. and goodness flowing in my life and through me to everyone and everything around me. This world is a better place because I have walked through here. Father, for thy Spirit, which is my life, and does its work through me every day of my life. For thy Spirit within me, I am truly grateful. Thank you, God. Amen. The usher will come forward. We'll prepare for our offering. For those of you online, as soon as the service is over, you're going to go to the home page and you're going to scroll all the way down. You got to go clear to the bottom. And there's a little box that says Donate Now. The rest of you, if you want to use the mail, you'll find the address there on the home page, I believe. And you can mail it in. And if you want to make a regular offering, you can call the office and set that up with Linda. Bottom line, thank you for your offerings. They keep us going. And so for everyone, those of you who are here, go ahead. At home, you can image 1,000. What do we got? 13, or did we make it to 15? 15? 18? No, they've been coming. Okay. All of us together, let's affirm our blessing of our offering. Together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. Thank you, God. Amen.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all had. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate and look for good in everyone and celebrate all our mistakes if there's a silver lining. You still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Everyone needs sunshine. Everyone needs rain. Everyone is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are. You're just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are. I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. I keep on trying. When it gets frightening, look for the good in everything. Look for the people who would set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. everyone is God. Everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good. Look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. Look for the good. Look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. Look for the good. Look for the good. Life would sure be sweeter if everybody could. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who would set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
You guys did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for helping us celebrate Independence Day. Let's see. Closing comments, announcements. Each Sunday, we provide both on-site and live stream services. Now, I realize Florida is cresting, and COVID is still increasing. So I understand that some of you want to stay home, okay? And we want you to be safe. So we will continue online services on a permanent basis. But I also want you to know that we will be here when you feel like you're ready to come back and join us in person. In fact, there's already a number of you that have, we're handling things as safely as we can, but the gathering seems to be worthwhile. Next Sunday, my topic will be God in Nature. And that leaves us at Let There Be Peace on Earth. I'm going to turn it back over to Brian.
All right, here we go.
Let's all rise, hold our hands up, and you can go, and radiate out.
On earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our Father, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. God bless you all. Have a wonderful week. Take it away.
I could settle for a decent peace of mind. I could learn, I could go to school, and in time live carefree and walk in style. Take a breath and relax for a while, so I could think of a better life to live and move and have my being in a sea of loving life. My mind is ready to experience your